GM fam, welcome back to another episode of Behind the Avatar. I'm your host, Crafter. Today, we got the one and only MIKÇR in the house. What's up, dude? How you doing?
What's up, Crafter? Doing well. Thanks for having me back on the show again. Appreciate
Good,
it.
man. I'm excited to chat. We had a blast last time. For those of you that don't know, we talked with MIKÇR maybe about a month or so ago. Scroll back on the YouTube and you'll be able to find the replay. We probably won't talk about everything that we talked about on that show, this show, most likely, but there probably will be a little bit of overlap, but definitely go check that replay out because there was a lot of good information on there. Real quick before we get into the show, let me share my screen here. Simple, help me out if you can. We have I have it up on my screen if you can pull it up, Simple. We have a giveaway going on right now. I partnered up or teamed up, whatever you want to call it. Loot Rush reached out to me and said that they wanted to do a giveaway, and they gave me 0.02 ETH to buy something sandbox related. So I picked up this avatar, and we are giving away an avatar with them. Loot Rush is a lending protocol platform where you can borrow gaming NFTs. Looks pretty cool. I'm going to dive into a little bit more, probably do a overview video but in the future. But if you guys want to go, I'm going to drop the link in the chat. If you guys haven't yet, go do the stuff that it says to participate in this giveaway. It ends on Friday, the 8th at 4:20 p.m. Central Time. So there's that. There's already a ton of people that have entered into it, so make sure if you haven't already, get in on that because it's a super cool avatar. It's an avatar that changes between day and night. So the nighttime is this fire dude that you're looking at right there, and then the daytime I don't even know yet. I haven't checked, but anyways, just wanted to get that out of the way, and make sure you guys stay tuned to the end. We're going to drop a link at the end, and you guys will be entered into a giveaway for 50 sand, and also everyone here live is going to get 420 experience points to use to put towards redeeming wearables in the metaverse that we are working on right now. So thank you guys for tuning in. GM, everybody, I see y'all in the chat. Thanks y'all for being here. And without further ado, what's up, MIKÇR? I already said what's up and you said what's up back, but how you been? You guys have a lot.
We can double up.
Yeah, you guys have a lot going on right now.
We do, yeah, for sure. For those of you that don't know, I run a company called CR3 Labs, which does tooling for Web3 games and collectibles, and we're working on a bunch of different products. And today we're talking specifically about one called Other Page. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, we have a lot going on. We've got an AIP up actually on the ApeCoin DAO for another product for adding ApeCoin into games. Working on that with Nova over at working on the integration with him. So that should be pretty sweet over at Nova Labs, 4 Labs, and a bunch of other stuff going on, dude. But excited to dive in a little more.
And about that one, I don't know how far we'll get it, if we'll get into the AIP again. But we spent about an hour talking about their AIP on a Metaverse Spotlight. You can also find that on YouTube. Just scroll to the Metaverse Spotlight playlist, and I think it'll be the first one you see there. But lots of good stuff there, and I'm excited to see that AIP continue to move forward. I think you guys are going to do some really good stuff and really allow game developers to figure out how to actually start incorporating Web3 technology into their games. So I'm excited to see where you guys go with that because I think it's super needed, and you guys are awesome developers, and I think you guys will figure out a great way to help make it easier for everyone. So looking forward to that. But yeah, for sure. Dude, I'm in a new setup. I'm officially a digital nomad again. So I think I got a pretty good setup right now, but
it's pretty good. I like the stuffed animals in the background
there. Do you like that? I was like trying to where up there. I was trying to like maneuver things around, and I got it's just we're staying at my wife's mom's house, and one of her kids used to live here. He doesn't live here anymore, but some of his old stuff is still here. Nice. So got like his Nikes up there.
Turn them into NFTs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was like,
he was a sneakerhead.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, I want to for sure. I know we only got about an hour with you, so let's dive on in. I want to talk about what you guys are doing with Other Page because I think it's super cool. I know we've talked about it a little bit, but you're to the point where there's actually people using it now, which is awesome. I haven't set up mine yet, which I think maybe we can do on the show while we're chatting. I can kind of get mine set up and going. But
Yeah,
why
let's
don't
do it.
you let people know like what Other Page is, and while you're doing that, I'll fiddle around with my page in the background and start getting it set up.
Sure. Yeah. So other page, the one liner is the character screen or your character screen for the Yugaverse. The idea is basically a profile page for your avatars. So if you have a Bored Ape, a Mutant Ape, a Coda, or heavy metal, then you can build a page for it, show off all of your, forge stats for your heavy metal or, previous market history, rarity rank. You could write stories about it. So you can actually like create lore for your avatar. And you can show it all off on this single page and then link to that page, wherever you want on your social media or what have you. So that's the general idea behind it. And I'd say sort of like our core mission with the page itself is actually to kind of empower the community to write and evolve the full legacy of their avatar and their assets, like across the whole open metaverse experience. And Yuga Labs has kind of used that term before, but so we're piggybacking off it a little bit. But the idea is really just like we have all of these experiences, whether they're a game or even just like an app that we've interacted with, or maybe it's our IP. So some people have like used their IP on, a physical product, and you want to show all of that stuff off in a single place. And so we want to help empower that. And then the second piece that we're really starting to dive into recently, which has a lot to do with like guilds and kind of your social network, which we're seeing more and more of that establish as we see more games come online, like Heavy Metal Forge and soon with Legends of the Mara and The Hunt and all those things. Which so we're really trying to kind of help facilitate new friendships, sub communities, guilds, and like discoverability and matchmaking across those platforms within our Other Page platform itself.
Nice.
So
Is
yeah.
the okay, two questions that popped up. I'm just gonna throw them both out there so I don't forget, and I should probably write them down. But one, when you talked about people being able to use lore, is
Mhm.
is the lore going to be linked with the specific NFT, or does that kind of like go away whenever the NFT goes to somebody else? Like that
Oh,
was
if
the
you
first.
transfer it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right now it disappears, so you'd have to start over and make your own. We're thinking about making that like something that you can toggle. So like if you decide to keep it and you want to like maintain the whole entire page, the story, like the way it's set
Yeah.
up, then you can do that. The difficulty with that is the lore is actually based off of if you use the AI tool, the lore is based off of all of the items that you have equipped. So if you just transfer the one NFT, the items are going to change based on like what's in your wallet. So the lore would potentially change there. So, but yeah, we can, if someone goes in and writes a custom story or something, you want to be able to maintain that. So
Yeah. It'd be cool to see like like you're saying like a toggle feature so that e- even if somebody didn't obviously want the lore that was there, maybe you could toggle to like see the history of all the different lore that this
yeah.
NFT has
Oh,
had.
that'd be cool.
That'd be cool to just like
Yeah.
scroll through and
Lore,
because you're
lore
saying that.
provenance.
Yeah, exactly. You're saying that there's an AI tool that helps write the lore for you based off of the NFTs that you have, or how's
Yeah.
that?
So
What's that?
when you first build your page, we auto generate lore for you. And that's based on the avatar itself. So whatever NFT you use to create the page, it like pulls metadata traits and stuff from it. And then as you equip items, if you regenerate the lore, it'll incorporate those items into the story. And so
Mm,
we're using some AI to automatically do that for you. And then after it does that, obviously you can go in, you can edit it and make it your own and adjust things if it uses, weird terminology or whatever. But
sure.
yeah, since it's not perfect, but
Are you
yeah.
are you anticipating like equipable items and stuff with the Rift opening? I saw a teaser video and it seems like that's kind of where they're going. Is that
Yeah. I've read through the Rift FAQ guide multiple times at this point.
Uh-huh.
We're definitely anticipating. Hopefully, we have access to it. We don't know for sure. It depends on how it's built, but if we have
Yeah.
access to it, we're definitely anticipating adding all kinds of stuff to the heavy metal components in the page. So that should be fun.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah,
tomorrow, right? That the
that's
Rift
tomorrow.
opens tomorrow. I'm excited. I haven't this last week was a whirlwind with traveling and everything,
Same.
but I haven't like kept up too much, but I did take a little bit of time to watch that video that they released I think yesterday or something talking about the hunt and everything, and I'm excited to see what um this new piece of the puzzle that we've been building is going to be, because um, it looks like it's going to be different. It looks like it's still going to be fairly basic, which is
Hmm.
okay. We're we're working our way towards something more and more complex, so that's all good. I know it takes
Yep.
time to build these things, but it does look like there's going to be more stuff to do, which is exciting because I, for one, and I know I've heard this from a lot of people, are quite bored with clicking the mouse
Clicking.
button a bunch of
Yep.
times to clean up poop
Farming
or
votes.
whatever, and and
Yeah.
farming votes is I like that they're adding, it seems like they're adding new ways to get votes now. um
Hmm.
at least that was kind of what it seemed like they're alluding to from my quick little glance through. Is that kind of what you're feeling, is that there's going to be new ways to get votes and stuff?
Yeah, there's a bunch of new things. So they already added the new missions mechanic. So you can go in there and like there are certain tasks you can accomplish, like build a specific tile, some rare tile, and that gives you a vote. So they actually added that
Mm.
at the start of season 4. So you can already do that, which is helpful. It's only like one vote, and some of them I haven't been able to accomplish any of the missions yet because I'm not high enough.
uh
Um, but it's still pretty cool. It's a nice way for people who like, don't want to be out on Twitter or in Discord, like grind and vote for vote, to be able to get some more votes. And then I do think there's more voting in the upcoming hunt. I don't know for sure what the mechanic's going to be. I haven't dug into the voting piece of it, or if even is going to be one necessarily. But I would say they probably will do something. Um, but yeah, to your point, like everybody who's kind of sick of the voting and the grinding and the cleaning up poop, uh, it's going to add quite a few new things that I think will be pretty fun. Pretty much turning it into almost like a Pokemon type game where you'll
right.
be able to like explore, fight, and craft. Or I guess you pick a specialization, you'll be able to do one of those three. So I think it'll be
Yeah.
cool. We should see a lot of new stuff that'll hopefully keep people's interest. And um, I don't know. It looks pretty fun. I'm trying not to get my hopes up too much, but I bet it'll be fun.
I know. I had I had higher hopes than what they delivered on the initial one. So now I'm just gonna just play it out and just see how everything goes. I know I'm excited for the end goal of the other side and
Mhm.
everything that's coming with that. So whatever all this stuff gives
Sure.
us along the way is better than
Yeah.
nothing. So um
I mean, I'm not trying to knock, definitely not trying to knock what they did. I know how hard it is
no.
to build a
Yeah.
game, and yeah, adding in like the Web3 mechanics and some voting system and all that was super novel. So, not no dissing, but yeah, I think they're ready for change for sure. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're just as as gamers, we're used to so much more. So like, I understand where everyone's frustration comes from, but also I don't 100% understand what it takes to build out a game, but I know it takes time, and
yeah,
they've released this in a fairly quick amount of time. I don't know even know when they started working on it. So, um,
yeah, not sure.
yeah, yeah. So I'd say we're definitely going in the right direction. At least we got stuff to do, and it's not just speculation anymore. There's at least something that we're doing. Um,
For sure.
let's so I want to show people the other page and like how everything goes. Maybe we'll see how long it takes me to get set up here, but let me unlock my ledger and let's just go through it. Um, what I guess what are some of the reasons that you think people would want to be setting up a other page?
Yeah, I mean, I think I can go back to like the reason we built it in the first place. Basically, 2021, we started building this app, um, before that used to be called Fungi Proof, and the idea was that you could like buy items that you could equip to your existing NFTs, and then you would kind of get like this rating on it, almost as if it was like, I don't know if you're familiar with like a third party grading service for like cards. So like you
Hmm.
get a little slab, you get a slab, they give you a rating, and then it's like a authentication basically for that asset. We were kind of trying to do the same thing, and we stumbled across the fact that actually the most fun or sort of like interesting piece about that was all of the like sort of like external data that we were collecting about the thing. So like we were finding out, the social media accounts associated with the profile, like how many followers and things that they had, how popular they were, the
Oh, I
IP that maybe
signed up
was
with it already.
associated. Oh yeah, you know what? You may not. I could
I
probably
think I
get you
signed
beta
up.
access.
I think I signed up with the other wallet. I
Oh, I see.
probably,
Okay.
most likely. Um,
We can probably do it in real time. So if you can't figure it out, but well, that's weird. Hey, found a bug. We are in beta, just so everybody
yeah,
knows. We're in private beta.
it's all good. Let's go back. All right, let's try this
Okay.
again. Okay. God damn
Did you switch your account in MetaMask?
it. No. We'll troubleshoot everything on the fly.
Perfect.
I think I
Yep.
must use this one. I know I signed up for it, but
You got to click the connect button. That's probably
motherfucker.
why.
What do I gotta do? All right, let's try that. Come
All
on.
right. Is that the right address?
Nope.
That's weird.
Um,
Click the back.
let's.
Click the back button by your address. Other back button.
Well, we could just look at yours.
Yeah, we could start there. That's cool.
Let's start with yours. We'll
Start
we'll
here. We'll
tr-
go
we'll,
back
tr-
to
we'll,
it.
tr- we'll troubleshoot mine in a second.
That sounds
But
good.
we can see yours, which is awesome. Okay, so this is the one thing
Yep.
that
So
I.
this is my.
Yeah,
Oh,
go
go
ahead.
for it.
I mean, we're just chatting about this at
We're
this
just
point, but
spitballing. Yeah.
I'm super curious to learn more about like the guild integration because I think that's going to be super important. But go ahead and just kind of explain whatever you want to explain. Um,
Yeah, I was just gonna give context. So this is my mutant ape 8216. On the left hand side, you've got like some traits and some market data. And one of the things that we think is kind of cool is the ape coin staking there. So you can see I got my fully staked ape, and it generates me 4.95 ape per 24 hours, which is kind of cool. And then the inventory below that is all the items that I've equipped to kind of show off. So it's almost like a MySpace top 8 type thing where you can
mm,
pick all your NFTs and show the ones that you want to be kind of the most prominent.
hell yeah.
Yeah, and then you can click on any of those and kind of dig into some of the details. The heavy metals have all that heavy metal data we were just talking about, but and G tags, I'm excited about that. I think maybe they already do because I don't do a lot of 10KTF stuff, but they're going to be dynamic too. So eventually, the G tag should have a bunch of info about like some of the things that you've done over at the 10KTF, like your battles um, and all that. So your missions, I think, will show up in 10KTF, which would be cool.
Nice. Yeah, I know there's
Yeah.
a lot going on with 10KTF, and I have
It's hard
not
to follow.
kept up with it all, but one of these days I want to just take a deep dive into it and figure it all out. But and then
Yep.
this is a mutant hound? Yeah, these guys are doing a bunch of stuff too. They got like Serum City going on or something. I don't know.
Yep.
There's so much going on to keep
I'm
up with.
excited for that. It'll be cool. They're working with Faraway, which is the same company that's building out Legends of the Mara. So
Right.
we'll see.
Yeah.
It should be good.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
it will be good. I'm excited to see what kind of plays out with all of that. Um, primary deed. What's the
Yeah.
okay?
Yep. You can choose a deed basically to set as your primary deed, and that changes kind of like the theme of the whole app. You can see it in the background there.
Okay. Yep.
Um,
Yep.
yep. And then you can unequip it if you do that, then or you can unset it, and if you do that, then it defaults to like a nice like gradient color of the same color as your ape's background color. So you can kind of choose what you want to do there. Yep, and that's a little thumbnail of the location. I got my nice little island island deed there. I'm going to be a loner out on my island.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Is did I this is one thing that I really need to spend some time on. I've been meaning to pick up a deed, and now would be a good time to do it. I mean, probably a couple of weeks ago was probably a better time to do it, but um
Yeah.
like I don't know what deeds to pick up, so like that's what's
It's
like been
tough.
holding me back, because it's like I want to get a good deed, but also I just want a deed. So
Yep.
maybe I should have just picked up a cheap one and then started shopping for the actual one. But
If
there's
you're
so
going to
much
do it, yeah, if you're going to do it, let me know. I'll help you out. We'll jump on Other Side Wiki and go through all the stats and
I was gonna
the
say, I know
resources and
there's some,
artifacts, and yep, there's a lot
yeah.
going on.
Yeah, there really is. I need to just take a deep dive into I needed to take a deep dive into everything. That's why I love other space. They're always keeping me up to speed, at least as
Yep.
much as I can. So I only have to show up to one show a week and can kind of get all the information. Um, Plug for Other Space, if you guys aren't tuning into Other Space FM on Thursdays, they host a Twitter space where they talk about everything Yugaverse. So, and I think that's Thursdays at 1 p.m. Central Time, I want to say. So you guys
Yep.
should definitely tune
Yeah.
into
Other
those if
Other Space is great. Those guys really. I mean, especially if you're new, definitely jump in there because you'll get up to speed real fast. And if you're not new, I mean, they have awesome content every week. So
right,
you'll be
exactly.
really great over there.
So what's the
Which
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, great segue. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. What's the guild? What's the guild feature? What happens if okay,
Yep.
can click
So
on
right
it?
now it's kind of simple. We basically picked from a list of people that we think are kind of moving the Web3 space forward, and especially kind of on the Yuga Lab side. And then also just people that we're close with. Obviously, Other Space. I do some tech advising with them, so makes sense. But the idea here is you can select the communities that you're a part of or that you spend a lot of time in, and over time they'll become um, a lot more in depth. We want to do like guild level statistics, so like all the community members, maybe like game stats based on the guilds that you're a part of. So for example, in Other Space, all the people who have heavy metals, we could actually show like a breakdown of, hey, how many legendary amps does Other Space as a guild have across the full Forge heavy metal game. And then eventually over time, there's a bunch of stuff we can do there, like the ability to form parties. So for like Legends of the Mara coming up here, you might want to find someone who has like a specific item that you might need for the game, and so you can form a party with that person. Pretty
Mm,
similar to kind of like the 10 KTF stuff too. So yeah, that's where we're headed. We want to add a bunch of cool guild tools, so guild leaders or guild owners can actually log in and like manage this information, and um, maybe manage their community and um, give out achievements, rewards, things like that for their community members. So
hell yeah. So do you
yeah.
think that other page will be like where guilds communicate and stuff versus like Discord? Is that kind of what you're hoping this could turn into?
No, we don't. No, we don't want to
Or
replace
how's
Discord.
or like how
Yeah, I think
yeah,
it's more of like an onboarding tool for people to find and discover guilds and discover people to connect
sure.
with. And then actually kind of the opposite. Ideally, you spend some time here setting it all up, and then it makes it much easier for you to share this information in all the places that you already spend your time. So I can link to my other page from Twitter, from Discord, and then it's much easier to see like, oh, here's the items I have, here's the stuff I'm doing. But in terms of like communications and everything, yeah, makes sense to just stay in Discord. We're not trying
Yeah, yeah.
to
But
go
like
around
this
that.
would be a good tool for people that are in the guild to turn to use and to do
Yeah,
research and stuff. Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, we're even thinking about integrations. So like maybe we have a Discord bot where you can like pull information from your other page, or you can like display a snapshot of your other page within Discord. So we're kind of working on some of that. We've already done a little bit of that with our OP-EXT extension, which is like the heavy metal information we've pulled. We can pull that into OpenSea. So we're thinking about ways that we can, integrate our stuff into other platforms where people already spend their time as much as possible.
Right. Is the OP extension something that is gonna like have a lot of things added to it eventually? Because right now, as far as I'm familiar, it's the heavy metal stuff that it does. What else? Maybe we should talk about the OP extension, because people probably have no idea what we're even talking about. I can try and pull it up here.
Sure. Let's see. I can probably give you a link.
Because I've used it a couple of times when I've been debating getting another heavy metal. I haven't pulled the trigger yet, but boom. Oh, I don't know. Here. Bring it over here. So what? Yeah, go for it.
The idea behind it is with heavy metals, especially just with the forge right now, there's a bunch of information about like how much progress you've made on your forge, and then also how well you've done in the rankings each season. And that information is like not very obvious, and it's not in any of the marketplaces or anything natively. So the idea with this extension is that it adds it natively to OpenSea, so that you can see how much energy capacity your forge has, the amps that your forge has, and then, or I guess the amps that you've earned, and the rankings of the seasons. And we also have like on the single view, and I'll just let you pull it up actually, but you can see kind of the full forge layout on the view of the heavy metal. So if you click on the extension, it'll take you straight to the.
Okay.
Yeah, you click the little button there, browse heavies. Yep.
So let's look at this guy. No forge.
No forge. Yep.
Strikeout. Okay. Let's look
Which is actually a good thing. It's a good thing to know too. So.
Oh, okay. You can see it up here too. Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. I didn't realize that it was also on this screen.
Yeah.
I don't pay attention very closely, obviously. I was doing this on my Mac too. Okay, so this is not very built out either, but this is showing that they have 3 tiles placed, right?
3 tiles, yep.
And 2 of them are level 1 and 1 is level 2, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then on the amps there, those little gray boxes, you can click each one. So they got commons for every season. Yep.
Okay. Let's see if we can find a cooler one. But this is super helpful for people that are like kind of bargain shopping, trying to find a heavy that maybe they want to play with. I would say probably if I was scrolling through, I would probably be looking at capacity, because
capacity is the big ticket.
The more capacity,
especially right now.
Like that they actually put some work into it, like this guy.
And that's the key statistic. Well, there's really 2 things, but capacity is good for the upcoming hunt. So you have to have more capacity in order to stay in the portal, I think, or your battery basically runs out. So the more capacity you have, the more you can play the game. So capacity is big for the upcoming hunt. And then for the Evos, so like Evo 2, which will be that's weird. It's really weird. And I feel like your version's outdated, because it should be in dark mode and should have an arrow and stuff. So I'm not sure what's going on there. But are you in dark mode on OpenSea? Maybe you just finding all the bugs.
Yes, I am.
Can you toggle that for me back and forth? I want to see if toggle it again. Huh. Strange. Something broke or something. It's supposed to be in dark mode, but
like this is supposed to be dark too.
Yeah. Maybe you're on an earlier version. Did you install it before
No, I just installed. I was using it on my Mac, so this is my PC that I'm
Hmm.
on right now, and I just installed it as we were talking.
We did. We just pushed an update today to support um, the new season 4. So maybe I broke something. Good to know. We'll have to go back and take a
Well,
look at it.
now you know.
But
As
it's all right. It's all right.
as with everything,
Yep.
it's all beta, right?
Yeah.
Well, kind of. Always working out
Yeah.
the
It's beta.
kinks. But
It's always beta.
right, right. Exactly. But yeah, I mean, this is super. Whenever I saw you guys release this tool, I was like this is what's going to be needed for all gaming NFTs. And I mean, there's other use cases outside of gaming too, I'm sure. But for sure, like gaming NFTs, everyone's going to want to see this data when they're and not have to like jump to a website, search for that ID that you were looking at, and then like dig through
Yep.
everything. Like you guys are making it so much easier, which is exactly what consumers want. It's exactly what I want. And this is super helpful too. Like you can see the progress like in the game. I don't know
Mhm.
where are you getting all this information from? Is this
Yeah, it comes straight from the game, so we pull it
okay?
out of the game's endpoints, basically. Yeah, the
Nice.
game's API data. Um, yeah, no, this is one of my favorite features because one of the big things, as you know, as we both know, you at the beginning of the game could potentially connect all the portals, and
You
if you
sure
do
could.
that, it makes the level up a slog.
Yeah, it really slows things
uh,
down quite a bit.
yeah,
Um,
so if you're
Ask me
shopping
how
for a
I
new
know.
one, yeah, Crafter, for those of you who don't know, help me out with like one of my
Helped in
forges. So
quotation marks at this point.
no, you did it. It was hugely helpful and
All
super
right,
appreciated. But yeah, but
but
I delegated one of my heavies to his wallet. He helped me level one of them up, and him and I kind of tag teamed, and it took us, man, it took us a long time. It took us like a month, I think, to get the 3 portals up to level 10. I think is where we're at. So
yeah,
I'm still working on it, but
we're
we're
getting
getting there.
there. I keep logging in. I was gonna say I keep logging in and it's already working. So you're definitely staying on top of it.
I've,
But
I've
yeah,
I've had a
me
little bit more time. I've got like my consistent schedule down. I like wake up at it's ridiculous. I wake up at like 5 a.m. so that I can get in and get things queued and like get some boats done. And then I don't touch it the rest of the day, but that's the
yeah.
best I can do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same. I check it periodic. I mean, it's working for us. We're making progress for sure. For those, I could probably find yours, but I can just kind of explain. I basically, whenever I was building, I wanted to get to see what this portal was all about. So I um, built, and a lot of people did this. I built tiles all the way across here, connected to this one, and then I built tiles to here and connected to this one, and then now
As we all did.
you can't. I think they may have I swear I read somewhere that they were changing it so that you could delete, so that if it is connecting to a portal, you could delete. But I
I
haven't
hope
actually
so.
tried that out because, like, that's something that I don't understand why that's even in the game. Like, why I couldn't delete once I'm connected to the portal if I didn't unlock the portal. But that's
Yeah, I'm not sure.
neither here nor there. That's obviously just either an oversight on their part that they didn't even think about, or for some reason that was what they wanted to have happen. But
Yep.
either way, because there's so many different ways that people could have approached building with inside the forge. Um, I think this tool just comes into play even more as people are looking on secondary market to pick up, especially once people. I don't know if the FOMO will kick in as the Rift opens up, or if it'll be the next stage of this whole gamified progress, or what it'll be that gets people really excited and wanting to pick up and play. But eventually, this is going to be a super good resource for people to use because and I'm probably going to be using it myself and just seeing if there's any good steals out there because the more progress a gaming token has, the more valuable it should be, hypothetically, as long as people are wanting to play the game. So I don't know.
Yep.
We'll see how it all
Yeah,
plays
we'll
out.
see. I mean, I think today is the day that I would think we would see some more traction. But I think for the most part, like the people who are going to play are already playing. So the
Yeah.
market the market doesn't shift a whole lot, but it was yeah, I think it's a still, like you said, it's a useful tool. Another place to go to if you're shopping is Other Side Wiki. So shout out to Frosty's because that platform's also amazing, has a ton of detailed analytics. You know, ours is helpful if you're within the marketplace looking to shop, but his has even more data, and you can kind of sort and filter stuff a little bit there. So yeah, I would definitely recommend checking that out too. Um, but yeah, actually, before this, you had asked if we plan to expand on OPEXT,
Hmm.
and that actually you're getting some alpha. That's sort of our secret plan. It's a Trojan horse.
Hey.
We're gonna, yeah. The goal is that if you create an other page, there's going to be all kinds of cool connections between the extension and your other page, and plenty of things
Okay.
that we can do there. Yep. So stay tuned for that. I won't give away too many details, but yeah, the two will have a lot of interplay between each other and some cool stuff that's going to happen. So
Nice. And I know that I mean, we just saw that with my my wallet, it wasn't working with Other Page. When could more people anticipate being able to check out Other Page if they haven't already gotten in and are a part of the beta? Because you guys closed it, right?
yeah, so we basically had like a 24-hour window where people could actually log in and use it. But the private beta list is still available. So if you want to jump in and sign
Okay.
up for it, you can still log in, sign up for the private beta, and we'll be rolling out, you know, more like access periods where people can get in and try it out. For us, it's basically just a nice way to um, uh, prevent us from getting overloaded from too much traffic, and making sure that we don't have any like, you know, security issues or major bugs or anything like that. Kind of being careful to slowly roll out the application itself. But so we'll probably do one or two more of those at the most, and then we'll just open it up to the public pretty soon here. So yeah, so
Hell
if you're
yeah.
not on it, definitely sign up and check it out. Let me know what you think. But
And that's just Other Page, other dot page, right?
it's yep, it's actually app.other.page. That'll get you to the app itself. We need to change the link on the main website. Right now, the only thing you can do is bounce to the beta form. So we'll have to update that. But
I'll drop that in
yeah,
the chat for y'all, and I will have that in the the show notes for you guys if you're catching the replay. Definitely go check it out. Get in while well, you'll always be able to, I guess, but get in early, check it out, mess around, break stuff. Let them know if you break anything, they'll fix it. They're awesome. Okay, so Other Page. Is there anything that we're missing about Other Page? Because let's go back here. So we kind of looked at the guilds. What's the inventory all about?
yeah. Actually, this is one of the key things that I think is pretty cool about Other Page too. Is that so like other profile apps tend to just let you connect one wallet, and maybe you can like manually plug in other addresses, but there is no way to prove ownership over those other addresses.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that ours works is if you've delegated a wallet, so if you've used warm.xyz or delegate.cash, then all of the wallets that you've delegated to the wallet that you're logged in with, all the NFTs in all those wallets will show up. So it's like a multi-wallet profile viewer, which allows you to kind of something that a lot of people have been asking for a long time, because people split, you know, your deeds in one wallet, your heavy metals in one wallet, etc. So you can take all of them and put them together into this inventory view.
That's nice. And that's like basically, I mean, I see, I'm wrapping my head around why that's important. And that's so that, because we use multiple different wallets for different things, but we're the same person. So, so you want to be
Yeah,
able to show off
exactly.
everything in one place. And I think
Yep. And
it,
as far as I'm aware, there's no other profile viewer where you can like display all your stuff in one spot to everybody that you own based on your delegated wallets, and not just like your OpenSea profile. It's just the one address.
mm, mm,
You can't show across multiple. So yeah, it's pretty nice. And then, you know, obviously we're specifically focused on Yuga right now, and we'll probably stay that way for a little while, but we will roll out more and more support for more of the collections that are kind of Yuga associated, or I guess the ally projects. So like World of Women and Cryptodes, and all of those will start showing up here over time as we continue to kind of expand on what we support.
I think that's going to be cool to see the evolution outwards into, because it like, I mean, there's going to be so much going on, like, but at the same time, there's so much going on with just the Yugaverse. Like, it makes sense to just be focused on that, especially for right now, because it's hard to even just keep up with one. And you guys are doing a great job at that. I'm like scrolling up and down, and it's just like there's so many like little things with this site that are just like little touches that really make it, I don't know, just enjoyable to the eyes. Like I love the name, just like scrolling all around the border kind of slowly.
Oh yeah. The marquee. We wanted to go back to the 90s, bring back some marquees. Yeah.
I like it. And then we didn't really look at the lore. Is this lore that you wrote, or is this going to be AI lore?
It was AI, and then I adjusted it a bit. My ape has a story basically where he's like an other side pilot, and he flies around and like does tours of the other side. And one day he had a bad accident. His aircraft crashed, and then Codas came in and repaired his body with ancient Coda technology and turned him into a cyborg. So that's why mine is a half robot, half ape, half mutant ape pilot. So it's kind of fun. Yeah, I basically had the AI do most of that, and then I just like cleaned up a couple things. But
nice. Does the AI does it like ask for you to prompt it for things, or how does that all
yeah,
play
we should get you to log in so you can kind of see how all that works.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We were doing that.
We'll try one more time. I got 10 minutes.
All right, let's see if we can figure out in 10 minutes.
All right,
I'm
so
still connected.
Before you do anything,
let's just disconnect.
Click the back button, not that one, the black one next to your address on the app.
On the app, there we go.
There. Okay, now go into your MetaMask. Make sure you're on the right wallet.
We are. Okay.
Okay, click that one. There we go. Click connect.
Connect.
All right, we did it. The app should prompt that for you, so we'll fix that. But there we go. That looks like the right one.
Sign in with Ethereum.
Hopefully, you actually have access to the beta.
I mean, I know I signed up for it at some point. I don't know what address I used.
There we go. You're in.
Yay! And this is cool to point out. Okay, so my linked wallet is here because this heavy is not in this wallet. It is in this wallet.
That wallet. Yep. And if you hover over that little orange dot on the heavy, it'll show you delegated by that address.
Okay, nice. So then claim would be setting it up.
Yep.
Oh boy. What should the name of the avatar be?
Uh-oh.
Anyone in the chat
Pressure's on.
paying attention? What should we name it? Bob? All right. And enter a bio for your avatar. I thought you said there was AI to help with this.
This is a short bio. So it's just like the little the little title bio right underneath your name.
Is this
there you go. Perfect.
Editable? Because we're going with Bob the Builder right now.
It's editable. Yeah, don't worry.
First thing that popped in my head. Don't know
That's
why.
Perfect.
AI monkeys generating your lore. Perfect. And then if I had other things, which I don't, all of that would have been displayed there with the heavy metal, like
so all the supported. No, not the deeds and stuff. Those are just the supported avatars. So
okay.
The things that you can claim a page on, and right now that's just like basically anything that can be a PFP within the Yuga Labs ecosystem. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
So apes, mutants, heavies, codas. Missing anything?
Apes, mutants, heavies, codas. That's it for now. And then it'll be all the other allies as time goes on.
Nice. What are dogs? Dogs are just
Yeah, we don't support dogs as primary PFPs right now. We're going back and forth on whether or not we want to do that.
yeah, I could see the debate there.
Yeah, it just sit in the weird. They sit in the app really weird, just based on like how they're set up. So like as a PFP, I don't know, it's just a little odd. So we're not sure if we want to do it, but we might. This seems to be taking a while. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe click back to the account. Click on.
I'm gonna have a lot of lore written for me whenever we get there. What
Yeah, apparently it's writing you a novel. Just click on the logo again on the top left, and yeah, it looks like it did. I don't know, something hung up there, interestingly, but yeah. So you don't have any deeds or anything associated with this. Yep. So we can't show a whole lot there, but that's all right.
It's a pretty boring other page at this point. But hey, it'll get bigger.
You just gotta buy more stuff.
Exactly. That's what I'm always telling myself, and that's what my wife is always like. Why are you buying these things?
Will you please stop buying these things? Yeah.
Because they're fun.
I swear it's really important. I gotta tell the legacy of my heavy metal. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So
yeah. So there you can. Yep. You can see at least all of your stats there for your heavy metal, and we've got the little it pulls in the thumbnail screenshot of your forge.
Nice.
And then if you click on, same as like the OPEXT, if you scroll up, you can click on the different seasons and see the different amps there. So, yep, and your ranks.
Okay, nice.
Yep.
I think I got uncommons across the board. Yep.
Yeah, it's all right. Me too.
Which I mean, I don't know what you got to do.
It's better than common.
I was gonna say I'm glad we get an uncommons, and I don't know what you have to do to get it up.
You got to buy. You got to buy votes. That's what you got to do.
I was like, I don't know how you get above that because I was pretty much like max voting every day. So, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. I'm happy with uncommons. I think it'll be better than nothing.
Yeah, and the 4.2 mil capacity, that should be pretty good for your. It's a decent number to get into the hunt, so hopefully you'll be able to stay in there a little while. Yeah,
at least a little while. I mean, I see all these guys with 15 million or more. I'm like,
right?
How did you guys
do
this?
You do that? Yeah, I don't get it.
Because I log in pretty consistently throughout the day and plug away at it, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's one of those games. The more time you spend on it, the more you get out of it. All right, here's the lore that came up. In the virtual cityscape of the other side, where technology merged with imagination, there resided a being unlike any other. Bob the Mech was a creation born from a world of undefined dynamics. His metallic body towered over the teeming streets, his limbs a testament to the ingenuity of his creators. Nice. This pulled, like, this is like pulling from like the different traits that the avatar has and things like that. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so yours has those tentacles, so I'm assuming that's what it's referring to there.
That's what I was kind of picking up on. Okay,
yeah,
that's cool.
And so then if you want to change this and edit it, you just double click and it'll turn it. And then you can just go in there and kind of clear out what you want.
Okay.
And then you asked before this, and the whole reason we got in here, if you click on regenerate, there's a button there, use custom prompt. So you can either let it redo its thing. So like if you equip a bunch of items, just let it do it on its own, or similar to like ChatGPT, here you can enter whatever you want. And it'll still pull like some info from its traits and from things that we've trained it with. So info about like the other side and stuff like that, but you can still add any custom prompt you want to here. So
gotcha.
Yeah, so you could just say like write a story about Bob the Builder, and we'll see what it says.
Bob,
super creative. Look at us go. This is why Bob we need AI.
He likes to build build stuff. and scavenge for weed. Boom.
There you go.
Let's give it a little bit of a twist and see what happens. Except for Bob just scrolling everywhere.
Bob. Yeah,
I mean, I'm here for it. I like.
Yeah.
We might have to stick with the name of Bob.
I think you might. Yeah, it's set in stone.
Is this a situation where we're gonna want to reload, or is this about how long it takes?
It's possible. Maybe we're having issues with the lore today. That could explain why the last one kind of hung up.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into that. But
is I see made by apes here. Is your license all done, or is that why or what it,
well, we'll do our own licensing for other page pretty soon here, but what this is actually going to be, we have it coming soon, but we're going to pull in the licensing for all these assets. So if you're on your ape and you've used your ape for a physical product, then we're going to automatically pull in your license that you've applied for in here for your page.
Okay, gotcha. Nice. And then links would be like the Discord and stuff that I saw. I think.
Yep. So under links, it's almost like Linktree. If you've used that before, you can enter any link you want. So do you guys have a link? I guess put your YouTube in there maybe or something.
Yeah, let's do youtube.com/crafter. Oh, it's thinking.
Here you
go. Nice.
Yep. Easy. So we'll just pull it in for you. Click save. There you go. Yep.
That's weird.
Yeah, and then that way when people come to your page, the formatting on the image is a little weird, but when people come to your page, then they can just click on your links there and you can share whatever you want.
Nice. Just pops it right over. Hey, look, we're live.
Hey, look at that.
Imagine that.
Yeah, maybe do a refresh. We'll see if the lore actually worked and it just timed out or something.
Yep. Once upon a time in the Vibrant Realm on the other side, there lived a talented builder named Bob. Bob was known far and wide for his impressive skills in constructing and designing remarkable structures. However, there was a secret aspect to Bob's personality that only a few close friends knew about. He had a passion for exploring the enchanting landscapes of the other side in search of rare and extraordinary plants.
Plants. Look at that. That's pretty good.
Sounds about right.
Nice.
Yeah. I love what AI comes up with. Like,
it's incredible. Yeah, it just blows my mind every time. Still,
it really is. It's such a time saver. Yeah. All right, cool. Well, we are hitting that time where I think you got to go. I don't know if you had to go at exactly 12, but it is exactly 12. So let's give you the stage. Say goodbye. Let people know where they can find you, support you, whatever you want to plug, and then I'll let you get out of here and I'll take care of the giveaways and everything at the end here for y'all. So just hang in there and I'll start dropping the forms and stuff for you. But yeah, stage is yours.
Yeah, sounds great. Yeah, thanks again for having me on. It's always a blast chatting. Yeah, maybe look forward to doing it again next time. But for those of you who maybe are just now tuning in or didn't catch the beginning, we just ran over other page, and it's basically a platform where you can display all of your stats and avatars and everything within the Yugaverse. Yep, thanks Crafter for sharing the link. And we're in early private beta, so we have a sign up form. Log into the app, share your details, submit the form, and we'll get you access to it pretty soon here, and would love your feedback and everything. So jump on there and try it out and let us know what you think.
Hell yeah. I'm typing. Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Let's do secret word for today is going to be Bob. All right. Sticking with the theme. Boom. Okay. I dropped the form for you guys, and thank you, MIKXR, so much for coming on. I know you gotta bounce, but we'll definitely have you on again. It's always fun chatting, seeing what you guys are working on, and it's always something new and exciting. So I'm gonna fiddle around here with my Bob page a little bit. Maybe have to go pick up a couple of things just to see how the inventory works and everything.
Fill it out a little.
Yeah, don't tell my wife. And yeah, we will definitely connect here soon, and get you back on the
Sounds
show.
good.
But keep crushing it with all this. I know you guys are working hard, and it's showing. So I'm excited to see where everything goes from here. And if not soon, well, hopefully soon, we can go explore the Rift together. I don't know how that's all going to play out exactly, but I know
That
we're
should be fun.
getting to the point. I hope, fingers crossed, that we can actually do stuff together inside, but maybe not this version. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah,
Sounds good.
I'll let you go, and I'll take care of the giveaways and stuff here with everyone in the chat. But thanks so much for being here again, and we'll catch you on the next episode we get you on.
Sounds good. Thanks, man. Till next time.
All right, dude. Peace. Take it easy.
Peace.